Good evening, ladies as well as gentlemen. Papa Boris here with some more Cook, Serve, and Delicious. Since the last video that I made, I've just played a few more days. Pretty much nothing has happened except that now I have 6 menu slots as opposed to 5. I am going to need to buy some new food at some point. I'm using things I don't really like here, like fried chicken. But that's fine. I mean, I'll do for now. Eventually, what I really want to do is actually upgrade some of my favorite foods. I'm trying to save up to upgrade the steak, because that's really great. It increases the price to 15 without really increasing the difficulty at all. And the chicken as well. It increases the price by $4, and it actually stays exactly the same without changing at all in the slightest. So I definitely want to get these upgrades. They're pretty expensive. After that, we'll see where we're at. But I have one more day to survive, and as long as I make it through, I will be at a 1-star restaurant. So let's go ahead and start the new day. I took on a bet with Crazy Dave. I need to go the entire day without making a single bad order. Now, average orders are okay, but bad orders will ruin the bet. So it doesn't require a perfect day, just a, not terrible one. It's rare, but not impossible for me to actually screw an order up so badly that it is bad. Usually, you gotta really mess it up for it to be bad. Now later on there are some advanced foods that you can get which have an interesting drawback. I forget what it's called, but basically the drawback is that if you make a single mistake, the order is automatically considered bad. So you get a little bit of negative buzz, and in some cases you'll screw up bets. In general though, the difference in a bad order and an average one is not that great. Both of them trip up your combo, which stops you from making the automated bets. I don't know if I've talked about those before, but I can show you at the end of this day if I remember. So like an average order will screw up your streak, which is sometimes important, let's put it that way. Just as much as a bad order will, but without the, negative buzz thing. And honestly, it's not that big of a deal. Except, when you make a bet like this one, which requires you not to make bad orders. Alright, so no soups yet today. A few lasagnas, keeping things challenging. One thing I find is that the chores are not really that complicated. Like, in the past, I would avoid doing the chore and try to get some food out, but don't do that. You pretty much have just about as much time to wait on a chore as you do for a food, so treat chores as though they were food orders that you just don't get paid for. Don't avoid them, don't put them off or anything like that. Just do them as they come in, just as a food order, just as you would do with a food order. Now you might be wondering why I hate fried chicken so much. You might think, well, Boris, doesn't it take a long time to do other things as well? Aren't there other things that take a long time to do? The problem with the fried chicken, I find, is that you have to keep your finger on the button. And if you go too early, it's okay. You can put it back down. But it's just annoying because if you have to deliver an order while you're in the middle of doing fried chicken, it's kind of frustrating. You have to keep one finger down on the button, and then dexterously move the other finger to click on the other order. Whereas with a soup or something, you can just pause your button presses and then deliver the other order that's ready and then move on with your life. It's not quite as stressful while keeping your finger down. One thing that happened off camera is I did upgrade my soup, so soup now sells for a whopping $15. And there are a couple of extra recipes, some of which are sort of tricky. And we might see those today, we might not. So far, the soups that have been coming in are the regular old soups. I don't remember if I had fish before the jump, but I did get fish, and I upgraded it to level 2. The fish is extremely easy, sells pretty well. Honestly, my least favorite thing about the fish, apart from the menu rot, which is always an annoying trait to have. That's probably, in a way, the worst trait in the game, menu rot, because it means that you can't rely on that food every day. You have to, you can only keep it in a maximum of 2 days out of every 3. Which, is a problem, because it means that basically all the investment that you make in that food, all the money that you spend upgrading it, and for that matter, the money that you spent buying it, you're only getting back, essentially 2/3 of your investment. Because 1 day out of every 3, you're not having that food on the menu, so you're not recouping any of your losses. Now, of course, opportunity cost, you're putting something else on the menu in its place, blah, 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 but I think, in my opinion anyway, just personally and maybe even a little bit emotionally, I find menu rot to be the most annoying thing. But apart from that, the fish gives you a minus 5% buzz in the mornings, which, again, I haven't done any math. I don't know exactly what effect a negative 5 buzz has, but it does mean that, you know, in the mornings of every day, you are getting fewer orders, which could be potentially annoying. Now, here's one of the new recipes. See, I just look at that one and I know what buttons to press because I memorize what the recipe is. You've kind of got to do that for soup, otherwise I think you're just going to be too slow. You certainly don't want to read those lasagna instructions. I remember the first time I got lasagna, I think I just like started playing with it, and I saw it come up and I was like, holy fuck, I have no idea what I'm doing. It's important to know the recipes for some of the foods. I mean, for steak, you kind of learn them over time, but it's not that essential. The instructions are pretty easy to read. So even if you don't memorize the recipe cards, you'll be fine. Here we have fried chickenville. I mean, that is one nice thing about fried chicken. It's very easy. You just put it in the bowl, and then that's that. Unlike the sopapillas and the French fries, fried chicken doesn't have anything you need to do with it. So for the sopapillas and for the French fries, you either have to put on sugar or you don't. Or for the French fries, you either have to put on salt or you don't. And I actually get confused sometimes because I see the word salt, for example, and so I'll just put it in, but what it's actually saying is no salt. With the chicken, there's no way to make that mistake. You just put it in the bowl and give it to the person and you're done. Actually, this has been a really good day. A lot of orders came through. We're already at 50 orders. And it's not even 9 o'clock yet. I'm up to $2,000, which means I will be able to get the steak upgrade. Steak is probably my favorite food in the game. If only it didn't have menu rot, so I could keep it in the menu all the time. We can dream. Steak is great because it's super easy, it sells for a lot of money. And I think it even has the healthy... I can't remember if it has the healthy perk, which means that it gives you basically a 5% buzz, as long as it's not the only healthy item. Soup du jour, that's the original recipe. Nothing fancy here. Other than my mad skills, those are pretty fancy. Alright, well, we achieved a perfect day, and this will take us up to the 1-star territory, so we'll also go ahead and do 1 or 2 days at the 1-star level to see what that's like. Hint, it's very similar to what it's like right now, just, you know, fancy! Woo! Isn't this nice looking? It's funny, this screen is so great because it looks so nice and you realize like these blinds are kind of broken up here. Let's go through all these emails. Okay. I won Crazy Dave's bet. Ooh, $600, that's awesome. And then another $250 for my perfect day. Blah, 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 blah. Prep stations. Okay, so now I have a new prep station. What this means is now I can have up to 5 orders at a time. So rush hour gets just that much trickier. So let's check out the bets. Basically, you get these silver tickets every so often, and you can spend the silver ticket to take a bet. The bet is this. You have to have the food items on your menu that day. You have to get the requisite number of perfect combos, and then they do some number crunching, and you get a certain amount of money if you make the bet. Now, I have neither wine nor pasta, so I'm not going to take this bet on, but I did take on a couple of bets earlier to make a few hundred extra bucks. Okay, well now I'm going to go ahead and check my active menu. What is rotting on here? The fish. Okay, good. So we'll replace the fish with the chicken. And let's go ahead and upgrade the steak. So it's not really that different. I can actually upgrade some of these other foods, but I don't use them that much, so I'm not going to. We now have access to some specialty foods. You can get coffee. Now, coffee is interesting. It's got very few downgrades. It's just a munchie, so it means it won't be ordered during rush hour. But other than that, you know, it adds a buzz to your morning hours, buzz on rainy days, and when you get catering service, it gives you even more buzz. So it adds a lot of buzz, which I guess is fitting for coffee. But notice it only sells for $3. I may buy this at some point. Also, you can upgrade it, but only one time, and it only sells for $6. So it's you know, it's a good working horse food, but it's not like anything super special. The other stuff I'm not a big fan of. I honestly don't really get what's so great about this. This has a lot of negatives. These hash browns, the breakfast sandwich. I mean, yes, it adds some buzz in the morning, but I mean, it's got a bunch of annoying things. The pancakes, they rot on your menu. And they add some, I see they add some buzz in the morning and at night. That's pretty cool, but they only sell for $4. So I don't know. The specialty foods are not necessarily better than the regular foods. In any case, at this point, I'm still just saving up to upgrade my chicken because I plan to go all the way to the distance with the chicken. All right, let's go ahead and start our first day as a 1-star restaurant. Oh yes, I should comment. Anytime you make it to a new star level, you get a 30% buzz for a few days, which means that you get, I think, a noticeably larger number of orders coming in, which, can make it a little bit hairy. In my other account, I've had times where, like, I'm not on rush hour and it feels like a rush hour because my buzz is so high. That was a new soup recipe, by the way, so vegetable soup. It's actually a really easy recipe because all you have to do is go to the vegetable menu and put everything in. I believe that once you upgrade soup further, you can see some like lock icons on this menu page. It's not quite so simple as just do everything on that page, so you kind of maybe want to memorize exactly which vegetables are in, but for now at least it's very easy. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, season. And you can see, even though it's not rush hour, these prep stations are actually just about filling up. But that's partially due to the extra 30%. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 season. It's partially due to the extra 30% buzz that I have for making it to the next star rating. So there's a certain pattern. When you start the game, you get 30% buzz for your first few days, and then basically that bonus gets repeated every time you upgrade. First lasagna of the day, always an exciting time. I also want to upgrade salad at some point. But it's already upgraded to 2-star, and I think it'll be a little while before the 3-star upgrades start appearing. Let's get that trash taken care of. The dishes. So you can see I'm just doing them. Yeah, there's some food orders waiting, but I'm not that worried about it. I'm just going to treat it like a food order. Take care of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, season. That was next. The fried chicken. Yeah, my prep stations are all completely filled. A little bit scary. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, season. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, season. Okay for now. That's the nice thing about having foods that need to cook. I can see maybe going for like a strategy where you have nothing but foods that are just immediately delivered, because that maybe allows you to upgrade or go through more orders. And perhaps if you go through more orders, you make more money. I don't know, I'm pretty happy with how much money I'm making. And I'd rather just maybe have fewer orders but have each order sell for more than go through more orders but have them each sell for less. That's just, my personal taste. Once you have a taste of, like, selling soup for like $15 a pop, it's just, doesn't seem all that exciting to be selling things that only sell for like $4 or whatever. Let's flush that toilet. Do this chicken because it was arriving first. See, I'm holding down the button so I can't get the soup done. Oh man, I should have actually done the chicken before I did the soup. So now that chicken's starting to slide away. Let's catch it back up. I don't know if I mentioned this, but I did buy air conditioning. It's an upgrade that makes it so that your customers wait for longer. And I think it's actually pretty noticeable. I would recommend definitely getting all of the upgrades that allow your customers, or that allow your orders to sit around longer before they slide off. Wow, I actually thought it was rush hour. It isn't. It's just... that's the effect that an extra 30% buzz has. Twice juicing citrus. Haven't used any of the new steak recipes yet, I don't think. But that doesn't matter. The steak still sells for more money. Ah, here we go. 2 juicy, 1, 2, 3, 4 spicy. It's a very spicy steak. And now it's rush hour. Well, I don't even know if we're going to notice a difference here. It was already pretty packed. All 5 of my serving stations were in use. Alright, so nothing too crazy happens here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 season. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 season. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 season. 1, 2, 3 juice. You should start a band. Call it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 season. Or maybe that and something else, like Groovy Dave in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 seasons. Man, I only wish I knew how to make music. Then I would actually make a band called Groovy Dave in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 seasons. Season! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 season. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 season. Okay, let's do this salad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 season. Man, I really hope I got to 6 on all these chickens. Did on that one. And that one. And that one. And that one? Yes. Man, I'm glad all these soups didn't happen at rush hour. That would have been difficult. But I would have made it. You know why? Because I'm awesome. That's right. Set the trap for the rat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 season. Do the dishes. Do the dishes. PSCR. She's BMG. Wow, I'm up to 83% buzz because of some of my food perks. So the orders are coming in. I wonder if rush hour is just 100% buzz. Is that what that is? I mean, I got 60. I'm gonna have 70 orders in one day. Like usually it's like somewhere the number of orders is somewhere in the 50s. But that was a perfect day. So lots of buzz. $68 in tips. That's actually a lot. What the heck? You must have some good tipping foods. All right, so we completed 20 days of service at this level. And all this stuff, see, I'm doing such a good job. A lot of this stuff is already taken care of. That's the thing about this game, is it kind of assumes a skill difficulty of much lower than usual. I've already had 50% positive buzz. Honestly, I don't know how you make it to 1 star without getting 15% positive buzz. Got 2 stations, got a bunch of food in my menu, I've upgraded a bunch of stuff. So all I have to do basically is wait for 2 safety inspections, which will happen automatically as I'm going up to my 20 days of service. And then the 2 catering services. Now right now, let me just quickly show you. Catering are in these extra events. You basically pick an event and you do it and it's a one-time thing. Now this I have to have burgers and pizza, so I'm not gonna do that one because I don't wanna buy a fryer and burgers and pizza just to do that event. The amount of money I will make from the event isn't actually gonna be worth it. But other events will appear that I am more prepared for, and I will you know, do those once they come up in these videos. So I got 2x mysterious tickets. Mysterious tickets, I actually don't know what they do, to be totally honest with you. But I believe I have enough money to upgrade my chicken. Yeah, awesome. Even if the chicken is menu rotting, which I suspect it is, I'm still gonna do that. No, it's the steak that is menu rotting. Oh gosh, I did not do a good job. Oh man, I did not do a good job cycling my menu rot items. I'm gonna have to put some trash onto my menu, unfortunately. Well, I guess these sell for 5 and the ice cream sells for 4, so... Oh, I really don't like soda. I screw up on soda all the time. I'm just gonna do ice cream. Let's see, yeah, soda doesn't really have any perks either. Yeah. Well, ice cream doesn't either. It's Rainy Companion and Catering. This is to go. Yeah, I'm gonna do the ice cream. I'm less likely to mess it up, I think. Watch me now mess up the ice cream. Let's take a look at the bet, see if it's a good bet today. Chicken, hamburgers, and baked potatoes. Well, I don't have hamburgers or baked potatoes, so I'm not gonna pass on this. Daily buzz, we got the fish that smell. Oh, the French fries are smelling too. You know what? I'm gonna take the French fries off and I'm gonna put soda on because that gives me an extra, I believe, 5% buzz. Yeah. Oh no, wait. What the? Wait, what is it that smells bad? French fries. Oh, it's just a morning only. Right. So yeah, I'll take them off because I don't want to have a 10% buzz penalty. Okay. So now we've got that. I really do need like another staple food item because right now I've always got soup. I've always got salad. I like those a lot. I like the fish, the steak, and the chicken, but those are menu rot. I need to get on the right cycle for those. And then lasagna I will be using for the purpose of these videos, but that also menu rots. I think actually I could hold up 4 slots with these menu rot items if I got my cycle on correctly. Anyway, well, that's that. Let's actually go ahead and begin the new day, and that'll end it for this video. Thousand cheese, BMG. So what else do I want to do after I get some more money? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 season. Notice the chicken has been improved from a barely edible chicken breast to a plump chicken breast. We've hit the big time here. I don't know what it is about soda. It's technically not, you know, difficult. I mean, it's certainly easier than, like, you know, soup or whatever, but for some reason I just always have a little bit of trouble feeling confident about the way the soda works, with like the sliding and then the pressing of the different keys. If you accidentally pour the wrong drink or add ice or something when you're not supposed to, there's no way to fix it. Just not a big fan of, and it has no like perks or anything apart from the fact that you can leave it in your menu every day. So soda could be a staple item. You can upgrade it in decent ways. And then keep it in your menu and make decent money out of it, but I just don't like it that much. KWSP, carrots and cabbage. I'm in rush hour. By the way, I wanted to mention, I haven't said this technically, but normally, like a big wall of text appears on your screen when it's time for rush hour, saying rush hour, but I find that to be actually like quite distracting. So I took that off. There's an option you can set that takes off that thing, and so you don't get the text when rush hour appears. I recommend that. The other little change I've made is I've made it so that cabbage is an X. That's actually a custom thing for me. By default, cabbage is L, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 season. Sorry. By default, it's L, and I don't want to reach all the way over to that side of the keyboard. Oops, wrong one. See, the soup is a very difficult food, but it does cut you some slack in a variety of ways. Both in like how long you can keep it while you're cooking, and then also like with the way that the ingredients work. You can like select an ingredient, but it won't automatically fall in. Now that's not true for all the ingredients. There's like one page that has the chopping stuff, and then there's another page, vanilla scoops that share. But then the other page that has the non-chopped stuff, you know, if you press that and it goes in, then yeah, you're screwed. Like if I were to press like, you know, chicken and stuff here, that all just goes in, and so if I didn't need chicken, I'd be screwed. But yeah, soup, you know, it's not that devastating. It's definitely a very different game. If you're playing with like, you know, stuff like ice cream and cola, you know, it's a very different game than if you're playing with soup and lasagna. I think as long as you're dexterously capable of dealing with the soup and lasagna and you're willing to invest a little bit of effort in memorizing the recipes, it's worth it to go for the soup and stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 season. I mean, if the whole game were like that ice cream there, I'd probably be pretty bored. But, you know, it's good that the game caters to, like, different levels of skill. I do, like I said before, though, think it maybe caters a little bit too much to people who are really terrible, because some of the checklist items just, like, are not that difficult to complete. 6 season. I honestly wish that, like, to ascend to the next star level, you didn't have to go for 20 days, but more like 15, or even like 12 or 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 season. Because if you're having, you know, that much trouble achieving that stuff, then, like, going for more days isn't gonna, like, fix anything. You'll go for those days and you won't have achieved those extra objectives if you're, like, that bad at the game. So, I don't know, like, who it's servicing by forcing you to go much longer. I did not actually want to press 1, I meant to press 2. I'm lucky there wasn't anything cooking in the 1 slot, though, otherwise I would have screwed up the order. Okay, we need to wash the dishes. Oh my god. Catch the soda. You know, if I hadn't bought the upgrade to have customers wait longer, that soda would have probably slid off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 season. So don't skimp on the upgrades that allow you to keep something in the queue longer. I mean, that's almost like a top priority thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 season. Season. BMG. I like the music in this game too. I like how it changes throughout the day, so you can get a sense for like what different time it is. Ranch, cheese, bacon, croutons, onions, peppers. Salad's a little bit confusing because there's ingredients that like are connected to each other. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 season. And sometimes if you're reading the list, you might actually try to press 2 keystrokes when you really only need to press 1, and as I did in my last video, and then screw up. Looks like we're gonna have another 70+ order day here, thanks to high buzz. But if you haven't really 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 season. If you haven't really felt a sense of what buzz does, you know, compare what this game was like back when I had like, you know, a buzz kind of permanently in the 30s, maybe 40, versus what it's like now when it's at, you know, 80%. You can see just how much faster the orders are coming in, and that's important because it means you're getting more money, quite significantly, too. Alright, if I don't mess up the soda order, medium cola, no ice. It's a perfect day with 75 orders. So $764 is a lot. I mean, you can have days where you make like somewhere in the 400s or 500s. So just like a normal day, making 764 is really, really good. Okay, thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, do please like and or subscribe. If you just can't get enough of Papa Boris, well, let me go ahead and read my email here. Tweak up the menu for the next day. And let's do that. Lawsuit settled for $50. Hilarious. Ah, salad upgrade. Okay, can I get that? For 1,000? Well, that's the next thing I'm gonna get. So it only increases the price by $12, but I recently learned, or by $2, I recently learned there's this button here, the star, it shows you the upgrade path. So that's the end of the line for salad, and since I'm gonna have salad in my restaurant every single day, I will make back this $1,000. I mean, 1,000 divided by 2 means I need to sell 500 salads to make the money back. Wait, actually, I'm starting to convince myself that this is not worth it. I need to sell 500 salads to make this money back. Is that actually worth it? Sure, we'll do it. Whatever. Just to show off the challenge of, you know, making the hardest salad. Is this fully upgraded now? Yes, it's fully upgraded, so it's a $12 salad. Let's go to the active menu. Okay, so I want to fix this menu rot issue I was having. Let's take off. Oh shoot, I've got junk in here I don't really want. Well, you know what? I don't think I can fix this issue. I guess I'll take the fish off and put in, actually, yeah, I can't fix this problem without getting some more food items that I really enjoy having, because with only 2 food items that I like having every day, if the other 4 are all confined to things that have menu rot, I don't think I can really do it unless I have a whole bunch of different menu rot items that I like. I mean, I really like fish, I like steak, and I like chicken. 3 menu rot items can occupy 2 slots. Can 4 menu rot items occupy 3 slots indefinitely? I'm not actually sure. Ah, oh, jeez. Yeah, let's take the soda off and put in ice cream. I don't actually want to deal with soda. Although, actually, you know, soda's less annoying than ice cream. Let's keep the soda on here. But yeah, why don't I put in lasagna? Whatever. Let's let everything menu rot at the same time. That's fine. And I'll have to figure out, you know, how to expand my food menu just a little bit more so that it's not quite so frustrating. Now, can I see my... Where's my, like, progress? Progress? I would like to see like what my progress is. Oh, here it is. It's my checklist. So I needed safety inspections, catering services. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna take another break here because it's just the same thing every day now until something new happens. So when the next video comes along, there may have been a time lapse, but that is just because nothing new is happening right now. So I'll join back with you when new stuff does continue to start happening again. All right, folks, I'll see you again soon. Thanks for watching. Take care.